just think about how powerful marriage equality was as a wedge for Republicans 10 years ago. And in 5 years from now, maybe less, probably, I don't think it's ever going to come up. I mean, nobody's going to be talking about it. I really think that's the case. I think in terms of marriage equality, it was so huge in 2004 elections for the Republicans. Now that it's all but basically settled, it's not all settled, but it's pretty close. I don't think people are even going to, I don't even think it's going to come up. If I'm still doing this show in 6 years, and knock on wood, I will be, I have a feeling the idea of marriage equality will not come up. It will be one of those things like, this guy thinks the earth is flat and that there shouldn't be marriage equality. I mean, that's how it's going to come up. Now, with that said, in Alabama, over the past couple of months, really, I guess like 2 months, you had a probate judge, that's we're talking a state judge, basically say no marriage equality. You had a federal judge come in and say, yes, marriage equality based upon the Supreme Court's ruling in United States versus Windsor. That was a 2013 ruling. That's been the basis for overturning all of the marriage equality bans across the country. And then the Alabama State Supreme Court says no. The ban is still in effect. We supersede any federal court in Alabama. The only court we listen to is the United States Supreme Court. Now, this is a very novel, maybe not so novel, maybe it goes back to prior to the Civil War, reading of how our judicial system is set up in this country. But yesterday, that same U.S. District Judge, Ginny Grenade, refused to stay her orders that marriage may continue in Alabama, striking down the state's same-sex marriage bans. She had been asked to do so by the probate court judge who's like, I got the Alabama Supreme Court on one side, I got the federal circuit court on the other, and they're telling me two different things. I don't know what to do because this has not come up before. State Supreme Court has not been this belligerent. And they wanted, the probate judge wanted the federal judge to stay her order until the Supreme Court addresses this. So I don't know what happens now. I mean, honestly, if there wasn't this feeling in this country that, you know, this is, Supreme Court's going to deal with it quickly and the Alabama Supreme Court's going to be knocked down, this is like one of those things like where the National Guard gets, nationalized. It's bizarre, but once this ends in Alabama, we're done talking about it. And I think then the question becomes is, how many social issues become left for the right wing? A diminishing number.